Hey YouTube, welcome to another video from SkinnyMedic. I have a sneak peek here, right?
Yeah, this is brand new. If this video is out, this gun is out. So HK was nice enough to send this gun out to me. This is their brand new CC9. So obviously a micro 9, if you will, somewhere in that category.
Yeah.
It comes with 2 magazines if you live in a free state, a 12 rounder and a 10 rounder. I only brought the 12 rounder. I will send him pictures of the 10 rounder so you guys can see it. But you do get a good grip with it, with both of them actually, for the size of the gun. It is optics ready, has a night sight up front, and should have a pretty nice trigger. We will find out. I actually haven't shot this gun yet, so what you guys are gonna see here is actually gonna be the first shots of the gun, period. Just a few other features is that it does have full ambi controls, so your slide release and slide lock, as well as magazine release. It has an American style mag release. I'm not a huge fan of that. I actually prefer the Euro one, but you guys can debate that down below in the comment section.
I've got the VP9.
Yep.
The VP9's got the paddle release though. That's the only thing a little bit different.
I prefer it, personally. Yep. And then down here we have a little bit of a mag wall that's created by the back strap. It is interchangeable. It comes with 2 back straps if you want to fit it for your hand, but it does not come with side panels unlike some of the other HKs.
Yep.
Just so you know.
One of my carries right now is a 365. So we're talking, this is fairly close, similar to a 365?
Correct, yeah. And it is a chassis gun as well. That's another good thing to point out.
Yeah.
So it is a chassis gun. The actual serialized number portion of the gun is back here at the rear, and you can pull it out. And in theory, there will be additional grip modules, things like that in the future. As of right now, those aren't out, but it's possible.
Sweet, let's go shoot it.
Let's do it. What do you think?
I like it. I like it. The trigger feels good to me.
Yeah, it feels good to me on a dry fire. I haven't fired it live yet, so I suppose we should fix that.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's see how she does. Interesting. So what ammo is this?
I don't remember. It's 9mm off.
We don't remember offhand. However, for me, my point of impact, we're probably at about 15 yards. It's hitting about 3 inches high. So that's probably just an ammo thing, but that's my excuse anyway. We're going with it. So we fired the first shots. So far, so good. But one thing that's always important is going to be price point, right? Especially with an HK. Everybody wants to know, because we know HK hates the pores. But in this case, perhaps not so much. The MSRP on this, as of when it's released anyway, could change down the road, is $699. So street price, what that means, most likely, again, we're recording this before it's gone live, but most likely it's going to be mid 500s in terms of price point. So what do you think?
That is not bad at all. For that style gun, for an HK, I think that's doable.
I agree. And one of the things that definitely stands out about it from actually shooting it now is the trigger. So obviously we're not doing a this versus that video, but say compared to the P365, which is the king of this space, there's no doubt, the trigger on this is absolutely better.
I thought the front sight was easy to find. Even, my targets are green, that. I thought it was easy to pick up the front sight on it, so I liked it.
Agreed. Well, let's keep shooting.
That first one, I'm sending high.
Yeah, the recoil management on that was good. I mean, for a gun of that size, just watching him, from my perspective, it definitely looks like it's shooting flat. How's it feel?
Feels good, yeah. Like I can control it. It's a smaller gun,
right? But
still, it's still manageable. Even rapid fire like that, I was still on target.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, $20 for saying that was a good shot.
Yeah, I mean, for a gun of this size, it's definitely doing a good job in terms of recoil management. The one thing I personally have noticed though, compared to something else on the market, like other competitors, the serrations, or the texture rather is the right term, up front, for me, I would prefer it to be a little bit more aggressive. It's in the high 80s out here in the sun. I'm sweating a little bit more texture up front for me would be a welcome addition.
So we kind of talked about the first of the video. This is my carry gun right now. This is a P365 with a Holosun red dot. I've become a big fan of red dots recently.
Sure.
It takes some time, takes some practice, but I like red dots. But this is my carry gun, 365. So we're pretty close to the same size with this new
It's similar. The capacity is different. This one is the 17 round?
Yes.
Is it correct? Yeah, so a little bit longer in the frame here than this one. So a little bit more compact here, but in terms of width, the grip here is a touch slimmer on the HK, but I mean barely, not much. Yeah. So in terms of carrying, really the only thing you're probably gonna notice between the two is that grip length.
Yeah, it looks very similar though. I'm happy. We were just talking about it. Like, there are guys who want to carry a Glock 19, which is nothing wrong with that.
No, it's great.
But sometimes areas you just can't, it makes it a little uncomfortable. This is a good size gun for most people to carry as a concealed weapon.
Yep, it's gonna get you out of most situations for sure. Having that optics ready capability is a bonus for sure. This has the same optics cut as that one does. So this Holosun would fit right on there. It's the Shield RMSC cut. From what I understand, other plates will be available, but direct mount is RMSC.
Cool. So thank you guys for watching. You never know when you'll be the first responder. Wearing the right gear and the right training. Thank you, Mike, for coming out to the range today.